Well, Sherry ROVIROSA is from Kansas City, and she is currently the radio host for the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio. And she is also representing the Mommy Majestic, and I'm going to have her explain that for you. So let's
Excellent.
welcome Sherry.
Please welcome Sherry to the stage. Thank you so much.
But I'm going to move on to Sherry. Look at her. She's just so beautiful. I met her at one of the James Malinchak's Mastermind. And, she's incredibly put together in that event, and now she's here with me. So here's my question for you, Sherry. Tell our audience who you are and what you do.
Thank you, Marie. So my name is Sherry Marie ROVIROSA, also known as Mommy Majesty, henceforth the crown. I am a life, fitness, and style coach to women. I'm an author and speaker, a fashion designer and stylist, and an interior designer. I also have the honor of being the fashion host for the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, put on by Marie. And I'm the mother of 12 children. Yes, I gave birth to all 12 of them. That's the most common question I get. Did you really give birth to 12 kids? Yes, I did. Excuse me. And I am the CEO of Mommy Majesty Fitness, where I love to coach women through my elite program called The Secret System to Your Hourglass Figure. I believe that God puts dreams in our hearts. And ever since I was a little girl, I had the dream to be the mother of a dozen children. I loved children and babies, and I wanted to be surrounded by them like Maria was in The Sound of Music, my favorite movie. So years later, I was married and expecting my first baby, and she was born premature and was not expected to survive. Then later, the doctors found that I have a condition called an incompetent cervix, where my body starts to miscarry the baby. And so the only solution for that was for me to be bedridden, which is laying flat on my back and only allowed to get up to use the restroom. So that next pregnancy, I was bedridden for weeks. Then the next one was months, and eventually the entire 9 months of pregnancy. So I also had severe morning sickness that led into the third trimester, which the only thing that would take the edge off that, I was so sick I could hardly lift my head off the pillow. The only thing that took the edge off was to eat a meal every couple hours. So you can imagine eating that much food and without any movement, laying flat on my back, I would gain a lot of weight, usually 50 to 80 pounds per pregnancy. So at this point, after going through this 3 times, my dream of being the mother of a dozen children looked pretty impossible. And, I was struggling with the fear of going through a possible miscarriage every time. That was a lot of emotional stuff that I had to go through. And then how was I going to lay flat on my back all those months? That was another emotional thing. And then after all that, how in the world am I going to lose this weight to be a healthy mother to take care of those children? And so in my desperation, I cried out to God, and I said, God, why would you put this dream in my heart my whole life that's impossible? And he led me to a verse that said, nothing is impossible with God. He wanted to pour his strength into my weakness if I would trust him. So I just needed to have faith and believe. So he led me to start researching what are the best ways to lose weight. And so I did that, and I tried every different thing I could find till I came up with the best way. But while I was researching, I discovered 2 ancient secrets that women have used for years after pregnancy to bring their shape back down to an hourglass figure. So I combined these secrets, made a very powerful system that activates the inner muscles of a woman's body to bring it back down to an hourglass shape. I put all this together in my program, and I used it and was successful 12 times. Now my mission is to share this program with all women to encourage them. I have my book. It's all in my book, and it's coming out soon. But if any of you are interested, or if you know anyone who's interested, please sign up at my table, and you can get a free copy of my book.
Wow. That's a pitch, right? She's prepared for that question. Okay, well, thank you so much. We're going to get back to you because I just want to make sure that you're retaining the information that they're giving you. So we're going to go back to Sherry about what she just shared. Who has a question for Sherry? Go ahead.
Can you give us a tip towards a possible secret, like one tiny takeaway that we might take with us after this?
Well, if you sign up for my free book, it's all in there. A tiny tip. It's not impossible. And like she said, I mean, it really all starts in your mind, right? So I work a lot on mindset with women. And I work with mothers usually, but, and so I believe that every mother is a queen. And if you study the characteristics of a queen, they're the same characteristics that make a great mother. And once we work through the mental issues that they're having, then I'm able to lead them to unstoppable confidence so that they can reach whatever their dream is.
Okay, thank you. Sherry, now we're talking about you helping women with, their challenges. Now we have some amazing women here and men. What is the best thing that you can share in regards to how you can help them with their challenges?
As I said before, I believe that any goal or dream that you have, there are going to be difficulties that you will have to overcome. And these difficulties are what build our character. So many times, though, when we're stopped and we don't go forward, it's because of limiting beliefs that we have in our mind, myths, also, things that we've picked up sometimes from childhood. I would encourage you to, what I do is a daily morning routine where I go through what I'm feeling that day. And most of you probably already know this, but your feelings are created by your thoughts. So you have a thought, it creates an emotion. That emotion creates an action or inaction. So sometimes you're feeling a certain way, and if you could journal and write down what you're feeling, then you can think about what thoughts did you have that are causing that. And then look at those thoughts. Is this thought real? Is it true? Oh, wow. Why am I thinking this? How long have I been thinking this? And look at all the areas of my life that it's affecting. No, this isn't true. This is a myth or a lie or whatever. And so then we need to retrain our brain. And you can actually create new neural pathways in your brain by changing your thinking. So subconsciously, our brain, by default, goes to the same neural pathways that have been caused by thoughts we've thought forever and ever and ever. It becomes very exciting then to retrain your brain in these areas that are keeping you back from your goals and your dreams. And I believe that the battle is fought and won or lost in the mind first.
Awesome. All right. Thank you.